Hi guys, my name is Terence. You're now in beautiful Kuala Lumpur and you're watching Local. Local is a documentary series about the creative industry here in Malaysia. In each episode, we travel to different parts of the country, interview artists from there, and ask about their experiences and background. In this pilot episode, we're here in beautiful Kuala Lumpur, interviewing 3 different artists from 3 different creative industry about their experiences. So come on, let's go! So now let's jump straight into our first artist.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Tilla. I'm 19 and I go to INTI. I study diploma in mass comm and I have a single out called Speaker. What encouraged me to venture into the field is that I actually have an uncle who's a singer, and when I was a kid, I always saw him on stage and I knew I wanted to be there. So I pushed my mom to send me for piano classes. So ever since then, I knew what it felt like to play music. I knew I wanted to be a singer/songwriter. So yeah, it was definitely the piano classes that pushed me all the way to where I am here today. If I weren't a singer, I'd probably be just a student doing diploma in mass comm. Practically me now, just without singing lah. If you're interested to get into the field of music, definitely you have to have the passion and the drive, because it's not easy making a career here in Malaysia as a singer, because there's so many, but you also have to believe in your work lah. Believe that whatever you make defines who you are, and just gotta be patient lah. Be super patient. The difficulties I face becoming a singer-songwriter in Malaysia is that there's so many of us, but definitely I have to strive to be, kind of be me, and when I do my work, I have to put like 100%. The challenges I face as a singer-songwriter here in Malaysia is that there are so many of us that can write, so many of us that can sing, so definitely being individual and being that special one is kind of hard. So yeah, gotta be special! It's amazing. There's a wall full of authentic vintage records there, but come on, follow me. And here is a mural made by the boss of Fuse, and he actually hand painted everything. It's amazing. Check that out. It's all his own creations. And I will take you to the studio where I actually write. But we're kind of recording someone right now, so we gotta keep really quiet. To make the song Speaker. Well, I've always wanted to write a love song, and Speaker is based on a modern day love story because it has a lot of modern references. What inspired me to write Speaker was based on my relationship, and I was like super in love, you know how it feels like to be really, really in love, right, Cookie Monster? You agree? So thank you so much for listening once again. I'm Tilla. You can check out my single on Spotify and iTunes and any musical platform. It's called Speaker, S-P-E-K-E-R by Tilla Hana. Thank you so much, and I'll see you. Bye!
Well, it's not inspiring. So right now let's jump straight into our second artist of the day.
My name is Christopher Ling. I'm the Artistic Director of Malaysian Theatre Collective, Theatre 360. We are just coming up to our 5th year in existence. I myself have been involved in the theatre scene locally for almost about 30 years now. Many years ago now, I was introduced to the movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial. I don't know whether any of you remember it or know it. If you don't, why not? It fast became my favourite movie. I've seen it maybe about 40 over times now, and I still cry at every at the end of every screening. I don't know whether you know, but E.T. is actually all about loneliness. And I remember sat in the back seat of my father's Mercedes Benz, and I asked myself, would I want to be involved in film or would I rather be involved in theatre? And I made a very conscious decision to choose theatre because with theatre, if your audience likes you, you know, they throw roses at you. If they don't like you, they throw shit at you. But the thing is, a live audience gets to show you their displeasure or pleasure almost immediately. Whereas with the film, what happens is you have pre-production, post-production, this production, that production, and by the time you've done a film, right, what happens is you wait the 3 months and then only do you find out whether people like it or not. Of course, at that time, you know, being a stupid 10-year-old, I didn't think about things like test audiences and that sort of stuff lah. That is actually, that's a decision I made 30 years ago. Hey everyone, welcome to Lokal Art Space, which is also the home of Theatre 360. As you walk into Lokal Space, what happens is you come face to face with our foyer. On our left hand side, we have a rehearsal studio, and on our right hand side, I want to take you to our pride and joy, which is our Theatre 360 Lokal black box. Okay, it is a 40-seater, fully equipped theatre space with a fully functional lighting rig and a very basic sound setup. Right now, as you can see, we are set up for our new musical that's going to open up December the 8th. And this sort of setting is very interesting because our black box is meant to be a very adaptable space, which means that it can be used in a cross arch sort of style, and or with seats on one side, on 2 sides, 3 sides, and as you can see with this particular setup, seats in all around. This is arena stage seating. The best thing about the black box is the fact that we get to do theatre in any sort of configuration, and the principal thing here is the fact that all our theatre experiences are intimate and they're all actor driven, which means that in a space like this, as you can tell, you can't use big huge sets, you can't hide behind huge pieces of furniture and all that sort of thing. It's really all about the story, all about the journey, and all about the emotions that are on stage. Okay, hope you can join us soon. Thanks. How do people like myself, as an artisan, as an artist, you know, how do I make ends meet? I'm telling you, that's really difficult. So anyone watching this video, you want to do performing arts full time, don't do it. Yeah, I'm kidding. To preface this, I need to say theatre in Malaysia, and I'm talking about a very specific segment of theatre. I'm talking about the English-speaking theatre scene, right? As opposed to the English theatre scene, the BM theatre scene. I mean, that is a legacy of colonialism, yeah, in the sense that the theatre scene is all chopped up into all of these different languages, which is really a pile of rubbish, right? It shouldn't really be that way, right? We all should be looking at Malaysian theatre and not Malay theatre, English theatre. I mean, that's ridiculous. I graduated with a degree in drama and theatre arts from Middlesex University in London. Would the UK theatre, would the West End need me more? Would Broadway need me more? Which needs me more? Which needs the contribution? And I decided, hey, I think I need to stay here. I decided that I would not sit on my butt and do nothing. I decided I'm gonna form my own theatre company and see what happens. So, and now with Theatre 360, the learning still continues. It's still, you know, many mistakes made, many things need to be corrected, many, you know, lots of teaching, lots of learning to do. But still, I think for myself, coming back here and sewing back here into the industry here, I think is one of the best decisions that I made. When things were gloomy and dark and no hope and all that sort of stuff, you need the arts to say, hey, we are a mirror of what's going on. What do we do? Thank you so much for the opportunity to be able to share with all of you all. I really feel that opportunities like this are very, very important. Being able to share experience, being able to provide a realistic viewpoint as to what is ahead for everybody. My name is Christopher Ling. I'm the Artistic Director of Theatre 360.
Do you feel inspired yet? Right now, let's jump straight into our third and final artist.
我姓郑，然后名英杰 ，OK， 然后我现在目前其实是在营地 ，OK， 营地大学做讲师 ，OK， 然后兼职其实在外面就是除了学院方面，我在外面其实就是教书法，然后还有主要教书法为主。从小，我母亲是发现到她主要是担心是我读幼稚园的时候，我一直去打扰她，因为她工作也很忙，我父母工作都很忙，然后所以3岁多她就开始把我带去学习美术，就是比较西洋化的一种，就是水彩啦、crayon 啦之类这样的。然后之后还有他们也发现到一个问题，也担心的是说，因为我是独生子，所以家里其实就是除了父母面对的就是墙壁，所以他们希望说，我以后在未来会不会跟社交 social 会不会有问题？所以也开始4岁多，大概吧，4岁多就把我带去每个星期拜六礼拜他们没有工作的时候就会把我送去比赛 ，OK， 所以在整个过程这样比下来，然后8岁多的时候我就得了一个奖项 ，OK，which 他是让我3个月免费学习书法，就因为这样的因缘，所以8岁多我就开始进入了学习书法，然后其实是一写就是到了现在，因为在很传统 traditional 的角度来看，其实书法是一个自修的一个东西，它就是说可能你一个人或者是几个2、3个好朋友。OK， 就在一个自己的书院里面，在自己的房间里面，你写一个字，我写一个字，或你写一幅作品，每个人写一幅作品，然后来做一个雅集交流。可是我们发现到，在现今的社会，其实这样的方式不是不能，可以，可是它可能局限住小部分。以大众 society 大众来看的话，我们觉得需要有一些活动，让大家有一个平台来发表自己的东西。不管是初学者也好，所以比较好的方式，比较好的学者也好，都是有不一样的一个方式，所以这方面会有一些评论。这几年其实我自己本身，我规定我自己每一天至少是在 social media， 就是 especially Facebook 跟 Instagram， 我必须要有一些 positive 的东西去给我的 friend 也好 ，society 也好，因为我发现到整个社会其实大家都活在很痛苦。很辛苦，很有压力，然后每一天这边有灾难那边灾难然后我觉得我希望是看的人，看我作品的人，他会感受到比较 more on positive 的那个 elements 在里面。我会觉得今天你爬到一座山 ，one of the mountain， 然后你要来到另外一个 mountain，which 它其实 in between 你很难上的。OK， 也就是说我们尤其是在水墨跟书法。我们有些时候我们讲说，我们要画出那个感觉，那个感觉其实就是很难提升。有些时候，今天我画了一个鸡，我画得很像，老实讲，在我们的艺术里面其实不 encourage 不鼓励，因为你画得很像的时候，它是一个只是很像，而没有那个意境。我们要的意境未必说一定很像，一个鸡你可以画到。可能整团黑黑，可是它看起来就是把那个鸡的形状跟精髓抓到，其实那个才是最难。我现在其实这几年自己其实也一直想要达到那个目标，其实也很难。OK， 我姓郑，名英杰。OK， 我希望年轻人多一点接触我们的文化的东西，就是书法水墨之类这样的东西然后也希望。因为这个文化是我们的根 ，OK， 所以希望从我们的根，我们需要去保留下去、传承下去，然后不要在我们这个 generation 断层，这样子。OK， 谢谢。
Now that we've reached the end of the show, thank you so much for watching Local. We hope that we've inspired you greatly. My name is Terence. This is Local, a documentary filmed by the creators for the creators. I'll see you same time next week.